Hello, this is Mr. Delgidus, and I want to welcome you to part 2 of your career poster research project. By now, you should have all of your career information researched and be ready to start designing your poster. Before we start designing your poster, I'd like to ask you, what is a career cluster?
The career cluster is a bunch of careers that have something in common.
Perfect answer. A group of careers that have something in common. All right. So phase 2. You will create a poster using Comic Life about your career. You must meet the following requirements. Each are 10 points each. You should have a colored background, 4 colored images in colored panels with shadows, image effects or a style, title, colored text boxes, your name and period with no fill or no frame, 10 points for a layout design, spelling and grammar, all required information, including your bibliography, and 10 points for creativity. So let's begin your poster design. We're going to be using Comic Life 3. You're going to open up Comic Life, and I'd like you to select Blank with Styles. Choose. Your poster should be 2 pages long, so therefore we need to have 2 pages here. So I'm just going to start by clicking on this new page button, and I want a blank page. So you have 2 pages. Colored backgrounds are easy. You could click on any of the following. I'm going to zoom out so you can see my full page here. Right, so you can see that I have 2 pages, one on top, one on bottom. It's probably easier if you view these side by side. In order to do that, you're going to click on View, and you want To Up Display, and that'll put your papers side by side. Your background should both be the same color, so I'm going to keep with this blue background on page 1 as well as page 2. If you want to change the colors, you have a fill button here. You can pick something a little different. However, whatever you do, you must have the same background for each page. Your title should be done with this lettering. In order to do that, you just drag this up. Type your career in there. And then this could go wherever you want. I'm just going to start by having it on the top of my page. You could change the style. We could change the color, like fill. I want to make it purple. All right. If you want to change this even further, we can come over here to the inspector. And if I click on word art here, I can spread them out. I can skew them. I can stagger them. I can make them 3D. I can change the background 3D color. I can change the lighting on here. I can change the offset. So for your text boxes, actually let's do your name box first. So I'm going to click these A, B, C, D, E, that is the text box, and I'm going to type my name there, as well as period number. All right, now you see that this is in a white box. In order to get rid of the white box, what you need to do is go to Fill, and if you click on Show Gradient, no, maybe that's not it. All right, let's do this first. Let's turn the stroke off, and let's go to Fill, Show Colors. Yeah, that's what it is. And we're going to turn the opacity all the way to 0, so there's no background color. Because we don't want that colored, we just want to have your name on there so I can see it. And then you're going to continue by adding text boxes. You have 8 items that you've researched, including your websites, your bibliography. All right, so you should probably have 8 text boxes. And because I have 2 pages, I'm going to put 4 on each page. Don't be afraid if you want to put 3 on one page and 5 on the other page. That works fine too. And your information should be in these boxes. I could drag them. I could make them colored. I could use any one of these predetermined styles over here. Right? To enter your text, you double click, and then description. of the job. All right, and then I would just put in whatever description I researched there. If you don't like that font or type style, I could highlight that. And if I come up here, you can see that I could change my font. I could change the size. Oops. I want to use this one. All right, I can make it bigger. Another way to make it bigger is just by clicking this bigger button. So I can click it until it fits what I'm looking for. The other cool thing is if I go to Inspector, I can change the color here. I can change the opacity. I can change the stroke color. I can make the stroke wider. I can put a shadow on it. I can change the direction of that shadow. I can change the color of that shadow. I can make the shadow more. That's my page. Here's the shape. Shape is under the thing here. Caption or the panel. So I can make it, right now I have inset square. If I wanted it more inset, I just change this number and it changes it more. However, it pushed down my text. So what I would do here is I would just click return, and I think I would center that text so it looks a little better. So now I have that. All right. So you're going to have 8 text boxes. Now I would like you to start with that for the first day. So please stay tuned for part 2 of this video in order to allow me to show you the other things. If you have any questions, please email me at ddeljudas@hamden.org. Hey everybody, and thanks for joining me on my YouTube channel. You're doing a great job today working on your posters. By now you should have all your information in and you should be ready for step 2. If you haven't put your information in, I would suggest pausing your video at this point before watching the rest of it. There's a lot of information here and it's easier for you to comprehend if you take your time and do one step at a time rather than be overloaded with information because it will only confuse you. Best of luck to you. Do a great job on your project. Remember, be creative and have fun. Okay, so this is Mr. Deljudas. I want to welcome you back to part 2 of designing your poster. Again, phase 2. Your requirements are listed on the end of your career info poster document. There is also a rubric available to you in your career unit folder. To review, you should have a colored background, 4 images in colored panels with shadows, which is I'm going to show you in a second. Image styles or effects, your title, which we did yesterday, your colored text boxes, your name and period, no frill or no frame, 10 points for layout, spelling and grammar, all required information, and 10 points for creativity. So let's look at a poster that we already have in progress. By today, you should have your title done, your name with no fill and no frame, and your 8 text boxes with your information. All right, does anybody remember how to change the shape of a text box? Paige.
You press the
Inspector button. Very good. Down here, you'll notice it says rectangle. And I can change that to an oval or rounded inset, skew, twisted scroll. All right, let's do rounded. And then remember to just change the factor to watch it get rounded. Right? So now this is rounded. Remember, we can center the text by hitting the center button here. We can change the color of the text. Let's do. All right, so now I have blue text there. What I wanted to show you today was how to insert your photos. All right, so these image panels is where I would like you to add your photos. Remember, you need to have a minimum of 4 photos. So let's put those photo boxes in now. Remember, 10 points is also for your layout design. With layout, you should fill almost all your paper. All right, let's go on over here. Okay, so let's put these images in. Now, your 10 points will come from coloring and shadowing these. All right, so in order for me to do that, I need to go to the inspector. Actually, I could add my shadow here. And not put my shadow here, but I could change it a little bit with the inspector. So if I go to the shape tool, you notice I could change the direction of the shadows. I could change the colors of the shadows. Fill I'm not worried about because I'm going to put pictures in here. All right, so each one of these should be shadowed and colored. If you want to change your outline, you can change your outline too. I can make that more pronounced if I do that. Right. So my pictures, I already saved them to my desktop. So if I scroll down, I should see some pictures that I saved to my desktop, like this cute little dog over here. I just drag him in. Right. Here's the doctor. Some animals. And I thought I had one more. Maybe not. Oh, the last one is your selfie. All right. So this is going to be my selfie. In order to take your selfie, you just go to camera. I don't have my lights on, so I don't know if it's going to work. There it is. All right, so I would smile, and I could drag. I can drag this picture into this box. Right, I can adjust it. If I click once, I click the frame. If I click twice, I'm selecting the picture. Now, select the picture. I can change the style. Right. You need to have at least one style on one of your pictures. Right. If you'd like to, you could use all your pictures that way. Right. But you only need to use one of them with the style. Okay, well, I hope I've been helpful and you'll understand what I expect from you through this project. Good luck, be creative, and have fun.